Now, Legion has been part of one mission, and it was very rare, but it has something to ask or tell.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
So, the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper Corps?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So?
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretics' conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
Oh, yeah, both are true. So...
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL comm buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
Alright.
I won't let them brainwash your race, especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
And with that, Legion, or let's say Geth consensus, has a problem to solve. And they need organic help. So, here it is. A space station. Quarian space station, former. And the heretic data which led them to worship Reapers is here. So we are now right in the middle of a religious war inside machines. It's quite far going. But let's bring out, well, some crude, reliable muscle bound from somebody who is not that good about machine understanding, Grant. Yeah. Yeah, all the guns. It looks quite intimidating. It doesn't look like regular space station of anything.
You know it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed. Trilogy has little air or gravity. Geth require neither.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
And that helps us how?
The heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks, working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard Commander, we concluded that destruction of this station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option. Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
Kill them or pull their teeth. What's the difference? They're killed both ways. Take away their fighting spirit. What else matters?
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
I wouldn't brainwash an organic race. I can't see treating the Geth differently.
The question is irrelevant. If we do not rewrite them, we destroy them. That is why we are here. Do not hesitate now. They will exterminate your species because their gods tell them to. You cannot negotiate with them. They do not share your pity, remorse, or fear.
Well, neither does Legion share human pity, remorse, or fear. And for some reason, there's a medkit in around here as well. And this place, well,
They're sleeping. We could sneak by. If you were boring.
Interrupting data streams will alert local network. We recommend preemptive strikes against hard-link routers.
so don't cross the green lights. And luckily only I need to do the...
Target, negative Z-axis.
And there's the big hub.
We have been detected.
It looks like it didn't work that well.
One more.
These hubs are built with resources that could be useful to our mission. It would be efficient to sell.
Why are all the heretics attached to these hubs?
These are mobile platforms, hardware. The crew is software. They are communing through the station's central computer.
I'm not sure I follow.
The heretics connect to the main computer to exchange data memories and program updates. We gain complexity by linking together. To be isolated within a single platform is to be reduced. We see less, comprehend less. It is quieter.
If you exchange data, memories, how do you keep track of which ones are yours? How do you stay you?
There is only we. We were created to share data among ourselves. The difference between Geth is perspective. We are many eyes looking at the same things. One platform will see things another does not, and will make different judgments.
If that's the case, is rewriting the heretics that big a deal? They're like a rogue limb of your own body. Rewriting them would be like reattaching a severed arm.
To use your metaphor, they removed themselves from our body, took their perspective, their judgment.
You're worried that rewriting them would eliminate that unique perspective.
It would, implicitly.
That's a problem for you?
Not every judgment made by the heretics was as poor as their aiding sovereign. The virus changes the probability that a Geth will reach a given outcome. It will affect all judgments, not just those related to Reapers.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
So... there are... difficulties in here.
We can assume control of any defensive turret. They will assist us briefly, then self-destruct. Overriding your target.
Nothing can hurt me!
Acting your target.
Come on, turret, you're gonna blow him up. Oh yeah, platform wrecked. And I think that those geth platforms, because they can move very organically, use some sort of artificial muscle to move. And that they are not, in a sense, pure machines in that they would be rigid, but more like they have muscle-like structure, which allows them to move like muscle. Oh yeah, and there's the hub. Is there any other hub? Oh yeah, there's another hub. I can't get to those hubs without blowing them up with a gun. So...
Taking heavy fire!
Shit, my mistakes.
Enemy disabled. Anti-air taking hits. Threat neutralized.
Shut up, robot. More. But they still make it so that you really can't just go and get rid of all geth at the same room at the same time. You have to blow them up. I don't know, is it some sort of design flaw or just basically designed that no game says you can have stealth, but in practice the stealth is only about when you start the fight. Which I don't find that good design. Let's bring out that. And while Legion would be using a massive anti-material rifle, well, his platform could be very much built to handle stresses using that kind of a gun. So they really should not. And not to mention the fact that
Change weapon.
Acknowledged.
Thank you, Legion. You are, whoever you are, how many of you are quite interesting little person. They really wrote that, made it.
Overriding your target. Execute pseudo command.
Oh yeah, sudo is, if I remember right, it's a command from Linux system. I don't remember exactly what was its purpose. It was something very deep and fundamental. It's not root. That's what I know it is. Very fundamental and important. Oh yeah, and having a geth among geth is kind of distracting, but luckily the game doesn't make it so that you can accidentally shoot your own teammates. Because that would make it quite a mess and mayhem. And basically when you look about it, I'll let you. Air and gravity. Well, gravity might be useful for robots, but air not so much.
We've been spotted.
Target.
Platform break. Your history.
This is how you build a ship.
The station is over 15 kilometers long. That room may run the length of it.
Meaning it's big. It's a. Meaning it's a massive ship.
This looks interesting.
Oh yeah, research data, meaning that I can get Legion to be even more potent and powerful fighter. And his platform is already very sturdy and efficient machine. Nothing here. It was a dead end. And even Geth used this same standardized door system. Very strange. But then again, they might be some sort of really big industrial conglomerates which built these kind of spaceship doors and all that, and they use them by standards and produce them in robot factories, dumb robot factories, by the millions and bazillions. In simply put, huge numbers. Let's get up downstairs.
Contact below.
Once again.
Target eliminated.
Being hunted by several hunters is not particularly pleasant scenario to find yourself in. Your history. Mostly because the the enemies of the game AI seems to favor something that shoots the human player, because that works the best against human players. Oh, sorry, I had already blown that one up. Alright. Oh, where's the other hub? There was the one hub. The other hub is over here. Oh yes, it is. No more alarm. And that might look like some sort of geth ship.
What are these?
Processors. Each contains thousands of geth.
Can they see us?
They are no more aware of us than you are of cells in your bloodstream.
This isn't like the other hubs we've seen here.
This is a database. It contains a portion of the heretics' accumulated memories. Wait. We discovered copies of our current patrol routes in this database. This suggests the heretics have runtimes within our networks.
We wouldn't be here if the heretics wanted to be friends with the Geth. Why wouldn't they spy on you?
You do not understand. Organics do not know each other's minds. Geth do. We are not suspicious. We accept each other. The heretics desired to leave. We understood their reasons. We allowed it. There was peace between us.
It couldn't have lasted forever. You disagreed about what path your race should take.
Human history is a litany of blood shed over differing ideals of rulership and afterlife. Geth have no such history. We shared consensus on such things. How could we have become so different? Why can we no longer understand each other? What did we do wrong?
When individuals are separated, they develop in different ways. When they get back together, they don't always get along.
If this is the individuality you value, we question your judgment. This topic is irrelevant. We must return to the mission.
Have you reached a decision about whether to rewrite the heretics or not?
We are still trying to build consensus. Some processes judge destruction preferable, others rewrite.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
And he's still, you could say, not sure what would be the right decision, which is, you could say, very human. Basically, well,
Executing pseudo command.
Well, let's put the turrets back
Overriding your
online.
target.
Because here's the main terminal.
We are tasked to capacity. Aborting.
This is it?
Yes, we will upload a copy of our runtime into the core. It will delete all copies of the virus. When complete, it will notify us. The indexing operation will take time. The heretics will respond with force to our upload. We must hold this room. We can override some of the station's internal systems to defend us. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Meaning they are waking up.
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Acknowledged. Hacking your target.
So sorry, Robo, you're out of pick. You're out. You too. Any more?
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
More. Some platforms are heavier and bigger armed.
Overriding your target.
Feel the blood rage.
Looks like I finished them. This wave too.
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Executing pseudo command.
That one down. It didn't go down. Down, Robo. But it's really interesting to see that the
Hacking your target.
phrasing Legion uses about disagreeing geth. It uses a religious term, heretic. It doesn't use political, it's religious term. Which I find myself to be actually quite noticeable detail. That it's geth have developed a religion. Not just quasi-religion, a real religion. They use religious terms, that they even have religious schisms.
Feel the blood rage.
I don't think you're in a state. I don't think you're in a state of even near blood rage, Grunt. He's way too tough and strong, Krogan, to fall into it. He hasn't been hurt bad. That's when the Krogan get blood rage.
Data mine and analysis complete. Shepard Commander, it is time to choose. Do we rewrite the heretics or delete them?
So,
Why are you letting me make this decision? They're your people.
We are conflicted. There is no consensus among our higher order runtimes. 573 favor rewrite, and 571 favor destruction. Shepard Commander, you have fought the heretics. You have perspective we lack. The geth grant their fate to you.
so
You don't have any trouble wiping out your own people.
Every sapien has the right to make their own decisions. The heretics chose a path that prohibits coexistence.
What's to stop them from using the virus later to change themselves back?
We will delete the virus after using it. We judge it too dangerous to allow its existence.
So it's time to go nasty. Geth. Well, heretic Geth had no problems about annihilating organics. So the non-heretic Geth have no problem about annihilating heretics either, so they die.
There's no guarantee they won't come to the same conclusions again, is there? To worship the Reapers and attack organics?
There is a non-zero probability of error.
Then blow them up. We have a chance to end this. I won't waste it.
Acknowledged. Collapsing antimatter magnetic modeling mechanisms. Done. Recommend withdrawal to Normandy.
Oh yeah. Antimatter reaction, what to say, is a big kaboom.
They've seen us.
Automated flights up and ready.
Alright. Kit is fine. Come on, boys, go and kill it!
Combat drone!
Shit.
Little piece of crap!
Attacking requested target.
Oh, time to bring out the big gun. Otherwise this is gonna take me forever. Slice the prime apart. Like this and like that. Now that should be enough. I really hope this leads to Normandy. Yes, it does. It was kind of difficult ethical question. But he might be smart at the long run. Alright. Yeah. Well, Legion achieved his goal.
Just went to have a chat with Legion. You better get down to the AI core.
I'm on it, Joker.
A quarrel.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here. I caught Legion scanning my Omni tool. It was going to send data about the flotilla back to the Geth.
Creators performed weapons tests and were discussing plans to attack us. We believed it necessary to warn our people.
We weakened the Geth by destroying that base, Shepard. But there's still a threat. I won't let Legion endanger the fleet.
Creator Talizora acts out of loyalty to her people. She was willing to be exiled to protect them. We must also protect our people from the Creator threat.
You can't let this happen, Shepard. I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
And well, once again, I would have to choose. Would I like to lose some of their allegiances? But I am so nice guy that I can make them both understand it.
Tally, your father was running brutal experiments. If the subjects had been human, I'd damn well be telling the Alliance about it.
I know, but if the Geth find out...
They'd attack, which would cause a war that would leave both the Geth and the Quarians vulnerable when the Reapers show up. Is that what you want, Legion?
We believed it was necessary to relay the information.
Sooner or later, you're both gonna have to stop fighting this war. Or we'll all end up paying for it.
To facilitate unit cohesion, we will not transmit data regarding creator plans.
Thank you, Legion. I understand your intention. What if I gave you some non-classified data to send?
We would be grateful.
Not only Geth reached consensus, Quarian and Geth reached consensus. That would be great. And as much as I can see, there's only one job left to do. Which is to do something that nobody else has ever done before, because it's a complete suicide. Or to say anyone who has done it before has not done anything else after that, as much as the rest of the galaxy can tell. Because they've all died. Nobody has gone through Omega 4 relay and survived. But next time, it is time for the Normandy crew to really start killing themselves.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Alright, so that would be it, but I would be just time to break this recording right here. See you next time. See ya.